In other headlines here today, the head of the NYPD is here to stay. Commissioner Jessica Tisch signing on to run the department under Zohran Mamdani.
The two are now embarking on a relationship that will certainly be under the microscope from day one amid concerns about keeping the city safe. Political reporter Marcia Kramer joins us now with the latest. Marcia.
Justin, KJ. In some respects, it was like the final rose ceremony on The Bachelor. Jessica Tisch has accepted the rose handed to her by Zohran Mamdani, but the big question is whether the new couple can form a partnership made in public safety heaven or have a falling out that ends in divorce court. They walked in lockstep as they arrived at a police memorial in Lower Manhattan, the first public outing of the mayor-elect and the woman he's keeping on as his top cop, trying to prove that two people with sharp disagreements about policing can still find common ground. Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch demurred when asked about her continuing role at the NYPD.
Right now we're here to visit the memorial and honor the legacy of service that so many of our officers have left, and I'm sure there will be plenty of time to discuss all of that, but I really want to leave politics out of today's discussion.
But in a letter to the rank and file, Tisch made it clear that she will always have their backs, despite the fact that she and Mamdani do not agree on everything. You can trust that I will be a fierce advocate for you and for this department, she said. You know how I operate. I don't mince words. When I say something, I mean it, and that is not going to change. After they parted, Mamdani made clear that he still wants to relieve the NYPD of some responsibilities, like coping with the homeless and some 911 calls by creating a Department of Public Safety.
When we look at the fact that officers had a response time of less than 11 minutes in 2020, today it's closer to 16, a lot of that has to do with the fact that so many of these responsibilities continually increase. It's time to make sure police officers can do policing and that we have a Department of Community Safety that can take on these other issues.
The move angered some of the mayor-elect's left-wing supporters, but many in the business world and the police and political establishments were heaving a sigh of relief.
I think this is has a calming effect on this community, and that's important. And I believe that she will do what it takes to continue the trajectory we're on, which is crime is down.
Commissioner Tisch is the right person at the right time to continue to keep this police department on a steady path.
It's an olive branch to the police, telling them I recognize that I've said some crazy things, and I know that I've offended a whole lot of you, but I know that you really appreciate your commissioner, and I want her to stay.
With the overall crime in this city, I hope that there'll be big changes to make the city of New York safer.
I just wasn't a fan of Adams. Okay. So if the commissioner is associated with him, I might not be a fan.
Now, some of the mayor-elect supporters were upset. The executive director of the Justice Committee, a grassroots group against police violence, called it, quote, a rebuff of his promises to New Yorkers and a disturbing endorsement of NYPD's ongoing violence and corruption. Now, the test of the relationship between the mayor-elect and the police commissioner will be how they bridge their differences. Coming up at 6, I'll have more on the policy disagreements that they'll have to work on.
Marcia, the mayor is still out of the country, but what did he have to say about today's announcement?
Well, basically, he's taking a victory lap, even though he's thousands of miles away. He says that he has worked hard to reduce crime and that keeping Jessica Tisch means that his policies are working and that the mayor-elect intends to keep his policies in terms of keeping the city safe.
All right, Marcia. We'll see you again at 6. Thank you.